Hi, spots and cheap pops, ladies and gentlemen. It's me, Silicon Steve Valley. I'm with Vladi, Donnie, and we are talking about the world of professional wrestling better than anyone else on the freaking internet. God damn it. Vladi, Donnie, we had an eventful week in the world of pro wrestling, did we not?
We certainly did. We had something we haven't had in a while, something called the Tuesday Night Wars.
That's right, and it, of course, entailed the first time AEW and WWE have gone head-to-head. NXT WWE have gone head-to-head since NXT moved to Tuesday nights. AEW forced to go to Tuesday night, challenging NXT. NXT wallops them, destroys them, beats them by almost 50% of AEW's ratings in a brutal takedown. Look, we all predicted this. We had a video that we recorded and did not put up, but we all predicted that this was going to happen. And WWE was serving home court with NXT. NXT has been on the rise in terms of their ratings. They dumped John Cena. They dumped Paul Heyman, Asuka, Becky Lynch, and even Cody Rhodes on this episode of NXT. They were bringing out, oh, and by the way, teased heavily a guy by the name of The Undertaker, who closed the show.
And
so,
LA Knight, who was a referee.
I didn't even know that part.
Yep.
I know, Vladi, you probably don't believe me and all that, but at the end of the day, I said I was actually disappointed. I thought WWE and NXT would draw over 1 million, dumping all their stars on it. You made a very valid point. They did 1 million, I think, once, and they were unopposed. This time, and also, there's a lot more overlay between NXT and AEW fans, and I think WWE Universe and AEW. I really believe that.
Yeah.
I think the smarter fans usually go to NXT first, and I'm including you in that position. The smarter fans typically like the NXT brand. I never got into NXT, and I certainly, what I've seen come up through NXT recently, like, I forget their names, the two pretty boys,
Gotcha.
the one in the wheelchair, and then, that sounded so terrible, but then Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. I'm not entertained by any of them. I don't like any of them. Sorry. So I haven't been excited enough to be like, let me go check out what NXT is providing. Bottom line here is, did this go any differently than you thought?
There's also something else that sort of put into this equation. I didn't even bring this up to you on text or on phone calls. That night, between NXT and AEW, you also had Major League Baseball playoffs, and you had the first night, I believe, opening night of the NHL. So they're going against major sports leagues for like playoffs and opening night. And both companies still drew those numbers. Mm-hmm. That's actually really positive. I was like, you know what? All things considered, there's still a good amount of wrestling fans out there that want to be entertained and watch some sort of open competition here. It was great.
Yeah. This could arguably be the best time in pro wrestling history. It really could be. And we'll get into that in another video where I'm going to give you some examples of this. But I honestly believe this is an exciting time. And I think this tribalism thing that we've all seen, and it just is so played out and tired, that it's very similar to politics. You have that, and with the division, you have a bunch of media, such as which we call dirt sheets, are making things a lot worse over and over and over again, reporting shit that's our lies, spinning the fans to hate one guy over another. I mean, look at the thing with CM Punk, which is another video we'll get into, the latest news. At the end of the day here, you made a fantastic point. Professional wrestling draws pretty much, with the exception of Wednesday nights, draws between 1 and 2 million people 3 nights a week. And Wednesday night, they're close, or 2 nights a week. And Wednesday night are close. But this past week, there were 3 different nights professional wrestling had 1.5 million people minimally watching it. Yep. So this is an exciting, beautiful time, and a lot of people are making money, and a lot of dorks like us are making podcasts. So it works out really well for everybody. We wouldn't be doing a podcast when Jake Hager was on top in WWE. I wouldn't spend 20 minutes talking about that dude. Jack Swagger.
But yeah, man, I just when I took that all into consideration, it was like really good. And really, it also shows you, especially these times, what's going on. You know, we're looking at an election here in America, and things are getting a little tense. Things abroad have gotten, I mean, incredibly violent. And we are surrounded by a lot of negativity in the last, say, I don't know, I'd say, 12 to 14 days or so, at least. And
5
now,
years, 6 years.
Yeah, we can probably go back a ways. But at least wrestling, you see, it offers that nightly escape for many, I should say. And it just distracts you in like reality for a little bit. And that's why people are so passionate about it. They care. And we're watching a really creative and interesting time in both federations.
Thanks so much for watching High Spots and Cheap Pops. Please hit the subscribe button, comment, share. We want to hear from you. Have a great day from High Spots and Cheap Pops. Here endeth the lesson.